Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. Thanks for being with me. I'm going to read on Justice Sonia Sotomayor, and she'll be the last one down the list. All the others are in my library if you want to check them out. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to drop the camera down. Okay, so the forces in motion in her life currently, her challenges, the karma she brought in from her past lifetime, and into this lifetime to heal, to work with. What she's done in order to become a Supreme Court justice. Okay. What's hanging over her currently as any karma that might be challenging to work with or not. Yeah, or not. Okay, her professional future. And her personal future. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Okay. So what's going on right now, she might not have a lot of energy. With the Ace of Wands reversed, it often brings in feeling a little low, just not very, maybe not even motivated. There could even be some bit of failure that's gone on. She's the first Latina woman who has made it to the bench, and of course only the first of 3 women, period, It's RGB, her, and then Sonia Sotomayor. Or I'm sorry, RGB, Elena Kagan, and Sonia. This is Sonia. So her challenge is to move forward as fast as she wants. She wants to go. She wants to get things done. Yeah, it's just, it can be hasty sometimes and energetic, major energy here. But I think, like right now, currently, she just might be going through a time where she's not feeling as energetic as usual. Sometimes this card can bring in, moving house in this one as well, too. So that might be, if she's moving house, who has a heck of a lot of energy when you're packing up and moving and you're making all those plans, and you're dealing with that. It's challenging. So that may be what's going on. Now, the karma that she brought in this lifetime is to not restrict herself, is to get herself out of maybe feeling a little bit victimized, and which of course, it would be challenging for her. She lost her dad at a young age, at 9 years old, and she was raised alone by her mother, who worked as a nurse, like 6 days a week. And from what I understand, she decided she wanted to be a judge when she watched Perry Mason. So I'm feeling like she was probably one of those kids that came home from school every day and her mother couldn't be there, or maybe her mother worked at night. I don't know how she would, how her mother handled that or who took care of her. But anyway, she liked Perry Mason. So I think she brought in the intention to work through any self-created prison, work through any restrictions, to get herself mentally in a brand new place. This could be a past life as well. She could have been in some type of like bondage type of thing where, she couldn't make a good decision and might have had a fear of moving forward, and there may have been, betrayal or illness. So maybe losing her father was, maybe that happened in the lifetime before as well. But she brought in this strength as well to, to be her own, to be in her own authority. To the King of Wands here, this has to do with taking charge, and having some loyalty and honesty. Yeah, I mean, it's courage. There's courage here. There's courage here. We had a lot of wands, actually. A lot of courage in this woman. Now, what she did to become SCOTUS, well, she was very adaptable. She's worked hard and prioritized. And I mean, for her to know what she wanted to do at 10 years old, that's quite commendable. It's rare. That's really rare, for a kid to know what they want to do. So I think she came in with some sense of purpose on her path right away. But so up here, what she's done is, as far as, to get there, she's had to juggle a lot of things at once, which would probably be, helping her mom and schooling and all of that. But there's harmony, and there's change and that adaptability. Even though I think she had very difficult beginnings. I mean, of course, if she lost her father at 9. So, and then with this Ace of Swords reversed, the other thing that she's had to do has been to get over, obstacles and disasters, which would be, losing her father. And to get over her own, self-doubt and maybe even misjudging situations. But, she was one of the strong fighters for, what did they call that? It was years ago. I know it ended in 2000, but it was, it was like the hiring went to, had to fill the gap to bring in more Latina and Native American and our African American brothers and sisters for jobs. What was it called? Oh, I got it. Equal Opportunity Act. She fought for that. Yeah, so I think to fight for clarity is what she has done. But I think she may have gone through a lot of self-doubt too. Like, is this the right way to go? It's sometimes a card of infertility as well. And I don't know if she has any children, or even if she's married. I don't know. I didn't look anything up. I just remember the equal opportunity situation. And I remember that because my son was having a hard time getting hired on as a firefighter. He had to wait till he was like 30 because he had to wait till 2000. So anyway, as far as anything hanging over her, well, I think she's got a secure, stable future with lots of pay raises coming and the opportunity for, for new prosperity, abundance, new opportunity, basically, right? This card's all about, increases in stability and security. And, material comforts, and but also being very, very practical. And then with the Four of Wands, this tells me like happy home, marriages, events, things like that. So that's interesting. I don't know, what's going on in her personal life here. Let's see. With this Four of Wands, this could be that her home is like her sanctuary. And that makes sense, that makes sense for someone who works as hard as they do. But it's a peaceful card. There's a lot of accomplishment. Oh, great. My neighbor has a Harley. He's been really quiet, but not today. Okay, so then, moving over here, professionally, her professional future, with the Three of Wands reversed. Well, this could be like a resolution after a struggle. It could be. This could be like the end of a very conflicting issue. And it could be the end of, a disappointment even. But she's got to be careful because this could be like false advice. Sometimes it gets you going in the wrong direction. But she's got the Queen of Wands here. So she has her natural intuition and her natural, sense of self-confidence and that courage and power that I was talking about before. So she's going to be fine. And hopefully this is just a resolution after a lot of struggle. I mean, how hard must that have been for all of them to have to knock out all these ridiculous court cases that Trump kept throwing their way? And how difficult has the last 4 years must have been for her, especially knowing what's gone on at the border, the family separation, knowing that Donald Trump was in charge for the last 4 years. That must have just been the worst thing for her to go through, I would think, just like it has been for us. So personally, so these two cards are personally. So Ace of Cups reversed, well, on a personal level, there could be some sadness, and especially here, coupled with these cards. So I don't know, like what type of, if she's married or if maybe she's lost someone to COVID, and it's got her down and it's over. Thank goodness the sun comes up over here. After the clouds clear, the sunrise is there. But the Ace of Cups reversed brings in, sadness, and sometimes a little bit of a test to keep the faith. And then, of course, with this Ten of Swords, we all know this is the card of, it's done. Whatever it is, you're done. It's a place where it's. Both of these cards to me are like a lot of tears. A lot of tears and a lot of sadness. Sometimes it's betrayal, but then other times it could just be like trouble or some kind of failure. So there could be some emotional pain that she's had to meet, some type of a defeat. But this is in her personal future. So I hope that everyone's healthy and her family and loved ones. Or this could just be that her work she takes very personally. And, this, because I keep feeling this situation at the border with the migrant children and all of that. I feel like there's some connection there with her. So, interesting. It might have to do with finances as well. Or it could have to do with the dark money that's in politics. And she won't keep quiet. She's not going to keep quiet about it. She's not going to hold on to secrets about it if she finds out something. Yeah, I don't know. If something else comes up, of course I'll read on her again. I kind of don't really feel like I need to look at use the Kipper, because I don't see her going anywhere. She's sitting in her, this is her position professionally. She's sitting tight. She's not going anywhere. Yeah, nah, she's gonna stay. This here is not going anywhere either. So, of course, we don't have to worry about her leaving the bench at all. So, okay, well, that's all I have. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.